Let's now turn our attention to Kerala. Tensions have escalated over a controversy at St. Rita's public school in Kochi. The Kerala High Court has ordered police protection for the school following disputes over a student's demand to wear the hijab. The school, affiliated with CBSE and run by the Latin Catholic Church, has shut down for 2 days to calm the situation. Meanwhile, the State Education Department has launched an inquiry. That is something we can confirm on NDTV at the moment. You must note, though, Education Minister V. Sivankutty has stated that no attire should cover the prescribed uniform, but emphasized that the management should not interfere in what students wear. My colleague Ashwin has been tracking all the finer developments. Ashwin joins us at the moment with the latest update. Ashwin, take us through the current situation as far as St. Rita's public school is concerned and how students and parents are reacting there.
Well, this crisis had escalated to such a level that the management had to reach out to the Kerala High Court for protection. And on Monday, the Kerala High Court has given full protection, stating that the school must reopen tomorrow, and there must be enough police protection that must be given. Now, the issue came to light after one of its students, who has been there for quite some time, suddenly decided to wear hijab, and that had the management called out the student and took her to a conference room and explained to her that sudden change will not be allowed. And as part of the induction itself, as part of the intake into the school, the parents had agreed to adhering to the school uniform. The management of the school, St. Rita's, had already said that there are over 140 students from particular minority community who are studying over there, and they all follow the uniform that is there. But certainly the parents of the students wanted her to wear the hijab, and they have been creating this crisis. Now, the many organizations, including CASA, has come forward to allege that it is the STPI activists who has created this ruckus. Meanwhile, the management is stern, stating that they will not allow the uniform code to be changed any ways matter, and will follow the 2018 Kerala High Court instruction in this regard as well.
Ashwin, also, can you provide details on the inquiry initiated by the State Education Department and the key issues that are being looked into as we speak?
Absolutely. In fact, Education Minister V. Sivankutty, Parameshwar, what he stated to the media in Thiruvananthapuram was that any kind of attire should not cover the school uniform. In the same line, he also said that the management of the school cannot interfere with what the students has to wear. So it has been a very nuanced and balanced approach by the Education Minister. However, the Education Minister has asked the authorities to inquire into this matter and submit a report to him. So the Education Department is also conducting an inquiry on the same. However, this has now turned into a Christian versus Muslim issue that is slowly turning out into that, right, because the management is certainly a Latin Catholic managed school, and they have raised a concern, stating that including the principal and the vice principal has stated since 1998 the school has been running, and it includes all the communities, and for the first time such kind of an issue has been raised by a particular student, and the school will ensure that it adheres to the uniform code that has been set as per the rules of the management.
Ashwin, as always, thank you so much for providing clarity regarding the matter. We're also joined by activist Rahul Ishwar on the phone line at the moment. Mr. Ishwar, thank you so much for your time and joining us on NDTV. Do you believe the government's response to this hijab row has been adequate, or are there concerns over either religious freedom or law and order?
It's a very tricky area and a grey area that happens, because the argument of the school is that school regulations doesn't permit it. But the arguments of the parents, including some of the Islamic organizations, under Article 25 and 26, it is allowed. But let's remember, Article 25 and 26 is broad guidelines and fundamental rights prescribed. It's not specific. If you don't like a particular uniform in a particular school, you are definitely free to not go there. You can definitely opt for other schools which are run by community or Muslim brothers are having their own schools. So once a rule is set in a particular school, it's the right of that institution to prescribe those kind of dress codes there. Even it is the strict policy that is followed all over India. So once you are opting for a school, we are bound to understand and observe the particular rules of that school, and I genuinely hope they find a middle ground. It is very sad that the girl had some kind of mental harassment. She's studying in school, and it's very unfortunate, and such things happen to her. That's very true. But I hope they do find a middle ground, and there is no harassment and hostility on both sides. It's a very sensitive issue, as you all know. On one side there is Muslim community, on one side there is or at least there are some people of the Christian community. So we need to find a sensitive balance to it. It's legally speaking, this is a clash between the right to run an organization and prescribe dress code versus individual dress code, and that needs to be sorted out. And I hope Kerala government won't go to the extent of appeasing one community against the other. They should find a balanced middle ground where they resolve the issue, because such issues can crop up on many other spaces.
Right, Mr. Eastward, thank you so much for joining us with your comments. We also have a reaction coming in from the spokesperson of the BJP. Mr. Tom Vadakan joins us on NDTV at the moment. Mr. Vadakan, how does the BJP view the Kerala government's handling of this hijab controversy, especially given the tensions that have escalated in Kochi?
Well, with the court's intervention, there is protection provided to the school. A. B. There is a dress code for any school across the country. And when you take admission to a particular school, a dress code is prescribed, and if you don't wear that, then there's some schools you have to pay a fine or something. This is all over the country. Now, on this particular issue is unfortunate, and I think there should be a level playing field in this whole exercise. This left government must not weaponize these issues because they are heading for an election. So this communal differences, sometimes are more often than we believe is mentored by the left government to garner votes. That exercise must not be kept because these are young children, and the rule of the law must prevail. Unfortunate indeed for the problem the child faced, but the political intervention should not be there. And I think the High Court in its wisdom has decided to give protection to the school so that there is no follow-up action leading to this. And the matter should rest because this can be settled through a conversation which can be had between the both communities.
Well, the BJP there arguing that the left government must not weaponize these issues in the light of elections. Mr. Vadakan, before I let you go, can you clarify, does the BJP support students' right to wear religious attire like the hijab in school, or do you believe uniform rules should be strictly enforced?
Well, there's much that can be said on both sides. At this juncture, I do not know the ground reality, but this much is said that the right to religion minority protection, the laws exist, and the organization has a right under the minority educational protection that they get, and the child also has protection. So this is something that can be mutually and through consultation. There is no hardline issue in this. There should be a mutual conversation between both sides. An agreeable solution can be found. This is no rocket science technology. The elders in this system should come together. The Parent Teachers Association and the authorities must sit together and sort out the issue amicably without political intervention or any political party, I'm repeating, trying to weaponize children and education.
All right.